This is the vlog for what is today? The 20th? January 20th, 2019. And the Patriots are going to the Super Bowl, as are I guess they're LA now, Rams. I've been so confused. So, to start with, I have a confession to make. I'm not great with names, and I consistently get the Chargers and the Rams mixed up because in my head, Rams charge. They charge at each other and butt heads. I know. So the fact that I think both those teams are based out of California at least, I'm going to feel like an idiot if the Chargers have been moved to like Milwaukee or something. Nope, they're LA Chargers. Okay. And the Rams are also LA. So, okay. I'm not so. I have a reason to be mixed up. I'm not a big football guy. You probably haven't heard me talk about football much at all on this vlog, but I was very, very, very happy when the Seahawks won the Super Bowl in, God, was it 2014? Sounds about right. And I'm not going to lie, them winning made me think that anything was possible if you put your mind to it. Russell Wilson was a little bit of a role model for me that year. And the energy of that win helped me write my book. It really did. It galvanized me into finishing the manuscript, although that took another 2 years. But I knew that I could do it. I knew that if I just put my head to it, I could definitely get it done, and I did. And I remember being in my car during the infamous Beastquake, which was a playoff game where Marshawn Lynch managed to score an incredibly important touchdown, and the noise level and the stomping of the feet in the Seahawks stadium caused a earthquake to be recorded on sensing equipment. Minor one, not terribly big earthquake, but an earthquake. And I know that I was in my car going, yes, yes! And I think the only moment that season that topped it was, ironically, the championship game where the Seahawks beat San Francisco at the last second when Richard Sherman swatted down a touchdown pass, leading to the infamous brief interview he gave where he didn't really get in the interviewer's face, but she was clearly a bit startled by his adrenaline. Richard Sherman's a great guy. He's not with the Seahawks anymore. Marshawn Lynch is a great guy. He's not with the Seahawks anymore, and I wish them all the luck in their careers. I think Richard Sherman's going to write books one day. I honestly do. He's one of the brightest guys out there in football. Marshawn Lynch is also an incredible human being. He was on Bill Maher the other night and responded with typical a poem when Bill Maher asked him what he thought of the president calling him out. I'm not going to quote him here because I'm trying not to swear in these vlogs. So, but yeah, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed because the year after we won the Super Bowl, we went to the Super Bowl again against the Patriots, and that was the infamous should have handed Marshawn the ball mistake, where they decided to throw a play to get a touchdown, and that throw was intercepted, which took the game away from the Seahawks. They would have won as long as they would have won, and there's no doubt in my mind they would have won if they just handed Marshawn Lynch the ball, and Marshawn would have been pushed into the end zone by his entire team, and we would have won. I don't know what they were thinking. Well, they were thinking give it one chance to throw, and then on fourth down, I guess, No, it was a second down. They threw it on a second down. It still shouldn't have thrown it. Anyway, I think that it might be a curse. I think that the Seahawks may now have the specter of that mistake hovering over them for the next 90 years or whatever the Boston Red Sox had with their goat or whatever. There was some superstition as to why they didn't get to the World Series for nearly 100 years. You don't hear the Cubs complain that way. Of course, the Cubs also broke their losing, or they're not making it to the World Series streak. I'm not a big sports guy, but I do hate the Patriots. I think Tom Brady is just a sack of crap, and I'm sick to death of everyone talking him up. I don't think he's a nice guy. I think the Deflategate, whatever you want to call it, proves that he's willing to look the other way, if not intentionally do things to tip the odds in his favor unfairly. And I hope he loses the Super Bowl. And you can think me petty if you want. You can think that I am narrow-minded, but I also don't think very highly of Patriots fans. So, the only other stuff I did today was move a lot of things from one box to another box, clean out my closet, and play some Elite Dangerous. I'm doing a lot of SRV stuff today, which is actually a lot of fun, but pretty tricky too. I'm going to get back to that now. So, I'm Eric Spornitz, and tomorrow will be better.